with ChatGPT, we already don't need the like junior developers and developers of the starter level. So currently, compatible and like people who want to get a job, it's have more higher requirements. And if in the game development you can only like change color of the buttons, so currently this is not work. Some families, like and parentings have own vision on your life, but your life is your life.
Yes.
And just do what you like. And one of the tip, of what you like. This is not mean drinking beer and eat chips. You need a real thing for it. So thinking about it.
Hi, Maksym, and hi, Nikolai. Welcome. Please, for Nikolai, please tell everybody about you.
Hello, everybody. So my name is Nikolai, and I'm CEO of Lumighost, and this is a software and game development company. We do games in any types, any styles, and in any direction. We can support blockchain. We can support like custom external devices or Internet of Things. We can work under the AI, and we also can work under your next SaaS platform, for example.
Nice. Wow. Thanks for doing that and for creating a successful gaming company. How about you, Maksym?
Hello, I am Maksym Tytarenko. I am the operating officer company of Lumighost, and I created business process of our company.
Thank you so much. You are the COO of the business, and we have here your website, Lumighost. Nikolai, would you like to elaborate a little bit about the company?
Yeah, company is already like 13 plus ages in the development area. Our expertise is more than 13 years. And we currently twice award-winning company. So we currently have award in the EPoint hackathon, and we also get title of top 100 USA entrepreneurs with Ukrainian origins. Our awards was set up in the New York in the 22 of July. About us, you can find some publications and other information what in short access. We started our company for the native mobile development and finished by game development.
Wow. So Lumighost, is that like someone who want to develop a game, they're gonna reach out to you, or you guys have your own products?
We have both. We have first side of our products. It's provides service, and second, we have own products like Haunted Houses game and other games what you can find on the App Store and Play Market. What about service side, because this is actually what we do every day for living, and we provide here completely turnkey solution. So no matter what you want, do you want to make a startup and you need web development, mobile development, or game development, we can do it. We have a very strong business and legal expertise in this question. So if a client don't know anything about some legal requirements for his project, so we can do it. If he wants tax optimized business from the start, we can do it. We can also provide our tips and best practices, how he can implement his idea correct and right. Do he need some licenses, registration before or not? We also have experience working with some investors and venture. So in this case, we can help with their projects to prepare this project for requirements just for one of selecting venture companies.
That's awesome. That's awesome that people can reach out to you if they need to develop their product, their gaming product, or their web development. And also you guys have your own games. That's really good. So game development, what can you share about it? What is the feature of of that market, that industry? And yeah, for someone who don't know what is game development, what could you guys share about it?
Yes, sure. So game development, it's a process of creation, entertainment type of applications, basically. So it's have little difference between regular application, because if regular application use user interface provided by operation system components, or this is static interface. In our case, this is window who actually all the time redraw and redraw more than like 60 frame per second, and more if performance of your application allow this. And like your main task is create a stable and workable application. Plus, you need balance this application and make this application actually playable. So game designer actually create from like all touch sides of the game. It's create and assemble in one playable and interesting game. So this is actually where magic happen. But of course, a game designer, this is the most advanced skill set inside game development industry, because here you can meet a lot of math and a lot of work who actually pass it specifically for make additional attention for user, testing for user opinion,
Right.
and how you can get more users from one area inside the game and how you can put to another one.
So obviously, so do you see like the market of gaming growing in the future? Obviously, you have your games work in Android and iOS, right?
Yes, market of course is growing little by little, but like concurrence also growing up very
Yes.
well, and the games and game applications currently this is the most expensive like type of the business if you want to create your own game and positioning just on the Play Market or the App Store. So basically, you have a game and aligned keywords, aligned trends, aligned description to it, aligned your idea, and this idea needs to be very balanced between a cost of these keywords, and of course it will be affecting your promotion, and game of course need have enough features inside for handle all user with maximum effectiveness. So you need to have effective user who actually pays the money inside the game, and the more way you can get money inside, it's more good in advance.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's a very competitive market. Everybody's developing games, including these big companies, right? They're all trying to have partnership with games, game development or game companies. But if you have you can get some revenue from the game, from playing the game inside. That's good as well. Wow. Yeah. So what are some of the tech, like the programming languages that goes to creating a game? Is it Java? Is it is it C++? What are the technical part that goes into building it?
First to yes, Maksym.
to do and don't say to for bookends and yes, correct.
Yes, I also want to mention that because I'm game developer, I cannot just say like, "Oh, this is just C sharp."
That's
No,
correct.
guys,
That's
and
correct.
no, guys, wake up from your dreams. Everything much more complex. So you
Yes.
need first of all start from C++ because without understanding how this works
Mhm.
for you, it will be very like difficult to understand what actually game patterns how they work and why.
Mhm.
Yes, so you need to understand C++.
Okay.
If you just in basic, but I of course uh, tip you understand this in more advanced, you need to understand graphic theory, you need to understand on the basics, for
Mhm.
example, DirectX or OpenGL. Currently it's also modern version, it's Vulkan. Because you will understand render techniques, you will understand performance savings. Of course, some developers can say, "Oh, currently this is don't need," but unfortunately, this is need because you cannot create application what actually go little bit out of box of game development. So you cannot go to the like some different production industry. You cannot work on the some automation or go to automotive industry. So you still required to know how this works underneath, and only after when you have deep understand how this works, you can start move to the high level languages like C sharp
Okay.
for the Unity,
Mhm.
and for the Unreal, you need know C++ and forget about blueprints because you every time you hear like, "Oh, blueprints, this is your pills." Yes, this is your pills like blueprint. Don't be nervous about what this is super complex. Just try to drag and drop blocks. But this is completely not true. This is just for a, like specific type of users get on the board because Game Engine 2 want additional users. But real situation, you need deep understand C++ for actually create games on the Unreal Engine. If you want setup and if you think that Unreal Engine do all hard work for you for photo style like renderer, so not if you not will understand how graphics work for you will be very difficult setup, very beautiful scene. Yes, you can set up a beautiful scene for you, but for the professionals one, it's they will see your errors and things what you actually missed. And if you not will use C++ and not will understand this in advance, so you just will be lose your time in the creation of game because you will find some point when blueprints just growing up so much and you cannot normally extend from the object, you cannot powerfully using some patterns and or principles. So in this case it will be everything mixed up in your head, and you never will be returned to your code, and nobody will return to your code. This is you need to understand.
Wow.
So basically it's C++, graphic theory, basics of the direct instruction libraries like DirectX or OpenGL or Vulkan, and only after go to the game engines. And again, game engines, this is commercial products, and you need this very clear understand what this is good actually, because I saw that in communities they have some discussion about, oh my god, this is commercial products, let's we will use something like Godot or another like open source engines. But problem is this: if you want, go to the platform like consoles like Sony PlayStation or the Xbox, without entity on the game engine side, you cannot achieve specific license and get licensed engine, and you cannot create game for these specific platforms. So you need very clear understand upfront what devices and what what platforms you want to use, or if you're not planning use this right now, do you planning this use in the very far future? Because if you will decide go to with game engine or with open source or open sourced game engine, so you cannot just put your game, just compile and get new one. No, you need actually redo this game under the different game engine.
Sounds very complex. Like you said, it's not, I think game developer is one of the best developers out there, because you use the maximum capacity of a computer, right? The CPU, the GPU, everything is, you know.
Why not? Not always.
Not
Not
always.
always, yes. Especially if even if we talk about just the games.
Yes.
So even games, we're not using a lot all capacity what we have actually, because I cannot count how much clients just decide buy game without game designer. Good luck to them, and nothing I hear about it about their projects still, only because they don't have like balance or these basics inside the game. Of course, if to clients say like, oh client, we want to optimize game, and this game can completely run on the GPU. No, this is not always works, of course. So they can say, no, this is works, don't touch this. And this is the most common what we have. But of course, like developers, like engineers, we always want something optimized,
Yes.
something make it better.
Yes.
Yes, but with commercial words, this is little bit not fit.
Wow. Yeah, that's really true. Actually, you guys as engineer, you can optimize the resources, make sure the game is not using too many resources. But like you said, it's very complex. You got to learn C++, right? Do a lot of graphic theory, a lot of tools you mentioned to be able to develop a game. You also need to know which platform you're going to deploy those games, and how to get, because those are commercials, and also you talked about the licenses, you know. So it's kind of a big industry itself that you need a lot of knowledge. But for someone out there who want to start a gaming company like you guys, you talked about the venture capitalism, how to approach those people to get maybe financing or support. So what can you share about that?
You can go with 3 different ways here. So you go into us, or you try make it itself.
Right.
You have a game idea.
Right.
For the venture capitalism, no, this is not really valuable. Actually, your idea, your game, and everything what aligned to it. So what actually valuable if you have detailed description every entity inside the game. Basically, they waiting from you your game idea, one of the proof if this is published game or published MVP, do you have interest from the audience, and third, complete and done GDD. It's how to say, game design document. And here game designer needs to describe every entity, every like mathematics what actually goes inside. And this is very important, because without this you cannot estimate your game in a full advantage. You also cannot show this is game idea, it's completed, because you cannot go to ventures and say like, oh, I want like mouse for jumping around and like eat cheese. No, this is not complete. So you need to provide entry levels, count of levels, so what objects actually you will put there, what objects have strong functionality, what don't have strong functionality, and reason why this will have attention from users, some references. So basically, GDD, this is AKA game development business plan, but not business plan at all, because this is next what you need to prepare. And your GDD, what actually complete and very nice organized. You can also check internet how real GDD look like a petition in some countries. And then you need to estimate this game, provide what actually you will cover, what actually you expect to cover from the ventures, and you did MVP. So it's like minimum workable product, and this like demo version of your game you need to provide to ventures. They need physically touch and play in this.
Oh wow.
Yes, because without this is just on the something on idea. It will be get interesting for the ventures only in the direction if you have a new super custom way of monetization, what actually never happened before. But again, money what you can achieve from them in this case super low, and percentage of stocks what you will provide to them, it will be very high. So this is second way, it provides complete documentation and MVP. And third, the more advanced, this is MVP, GDD, and PNL. So you need to provide like first touch with your audience. So you set up like close beta testing of your demo, for example, not game at all. And you need to provide and pay for the advertisement, and see how actually users play it, and just get a lot of analytics inside. And you need to show that your advertisement is actually profitable in the big scale. So this is how it works. In short way, it will be work very fine with ventures. But again, as a founder, you need also like take some courses about ventures if you will do this itself, because a lot of question you will get, like what is churn rate, why user like out from your application, how you can prove that user return actually, why not push notification with this period of time it's work, and with this period of time it's not work, what you have proofs, what you have references, and on all of this question you need like very completely and very short answer.
Wow. Yeah, it's a big process. So you can have someone like you guys, they can contact someone like you to help them build the all these documents. But if you want to go by yourself, there's a lot of things to learn. It's a big industry. Wow.
Yes, you need also understand what actually venture company it's fit to you, because some companies have very big names, but they have very strict requirements, and this can be also very stressful for the founder.
Yes.
Because some companies required like you need grow on this amount of ratio in the year.
Yeah.
So we like finance you in the 5 years, So
Yeah.
it's not expect that if to you provide like $5 or $10 million, what you actually will grab in your bank account. No, this will be divided on the period of 5 years, and month by month, by specific like milestones, what you will achieve, you will have finance like month to month.
Wow.
And this is most common what actually happened. Of course, it's have some exceptions, but after a year, if your requirements as a founder was like growing on X amount of ratio and you're not fitted, so you just immediately don't have financing on the next months and game is over. So you need this understand, and you need to analyze your list of the venture companies. And if you go to high restricted companies, maybe you have a specific reason, maybe some specific people will want to reach out, or like marketing what you cannot reach out itself, but these peoples have, and you can connect very well with them. So only these goals can push you go with high restricted ventures.
Oh, that's good
Or
to know.
just yes, or just forget about these problems and go to us.
Yes,
We'll fix it.
exactly. Yeah, which seems is very interesting to work with expert if you can afford it. That's a good idea. It's gonna save you a lot of hassles, a lot of time. So on another topic, let's talk about the metaverse. That's a big industry now. You guys have some expertise in that. As you know, we have a lot of companies like Meta and other companies who are very investing heavily into the metaverse. So what can you say about that?
You know, currently this is very interesting because this is like new form factor how you can work with this. But at the meantime, like slowly this tema will be not so wide as currently. Why? Because currently, because you finally like get your new VR headset, and this is very interesting how it works and how it's operate. This is good, but when metaverse goes to the like work routine from day to the day, because a lot of events and IT events as well, it's actually happening in the metaverse currently. And when you will in this every day, you will be very tired from it.
Yes.
So you have on other side, it's like gamers, but you need don't forget that actually gamers in the VR, it's less. This is why you see pricing for the games and software much more higher on the like Oculus store. It's only because audience here it can pay. It's like live in this Oculus, but this audience it's very small. If we talk about just a regular game market and software market as well, of course, companies try to solve some problems like new Apple headset, but you little bit. Well, this is my personal opinion, but you will be a little bit play with this, and after you still will be in the MacBook. This is the future of this this type of VRs. But if you want financing on the VR, please go to us. We also help with credit. This is for the US. But but little bit time and you will done with playing with this very expensive toy. And we will return to the regular computer. This is my opinion, because like when we first time buy the headset to our sales managers, they was very excited. First day they just playing, they just cannot normally thinking about work. But after like second day they already starting like find some events, there's something talking, they cool, no, like feeling very cool and nice. But like after second week, they already asking about regular events and the regular stuff what we have in company. But no, this is new time. Return to your headset. So this is their future now. Prepare your new eyes for it.
That's true. Is yeah, it's gonna be very challenging, and because of our biology, our eyes, our brain, is very hard to adapt.
It will be challenging because some kids will be in there like 24/7, and our sales manager after 3 hours like with red eyes and
yes,
completely
yes.
shocked.
Yes, but I don't know what you talk about. Your thought about Apple coming in, Apple Vision Pro that they announced this year. So it's more like the AR, augmented reality that they have, right? Like they project the screen in front of you, and then you use your fingers to touch it. But and then you have the meta version with Oculus, where everything is a different design.
It's completely different. It's very advanced and cool technology. But again, for me, this is technology for technology.
Yes.
This is, like why Nintendo's console not really working. I mean, not about like Nintendo Switch. I mean about old consoles. What actually like pioneering in the action games.
Yes.
Where when you can move your hands and like jump in and make a lot of like physical movement operation. But this is not work. Why? Because people, it's very like lazy objects, and they don't like to move. And specifically currently when we have a lot of procrastinated people who actually overloaded on their jobs, so any movement for them, it's very difficult. Even if they will have Oculus, the movement for the Oculus will be just put on the charger, because this is very important. If you not will be charge your Oculus, you will find what this is not working, and in 10 minutes it's not normally open. So people will just make this one move, charge this. Another side, they playing games a lot because you don't have a lot of movement, but a lot of action up front of your eyes.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it's gonna go. I know that Apple, they just get in the industry. That's this is a giant company.
It's a giant company, but I'm very curious to see how they handle their case when somebody try to drink beer and we'll put something on headset. Do we have any insurance company who can cover it?
That's true, because one part of playing games is not just the game. You can drink a beer, you can have a drink, you're talking with your friends, there's a lot of other interactions.
What actually restricted on the App Store? Maybe you in this headset not will be see actually your beer.
Right.
Maybe this is not allowed from Apple. You just will see your hand, and maybe you don't have anything. Maybe this specifically needed for harm your device, because any scratch and buy new one. But the way, people who want buy the new Vision Pro, don't forget about cables.
Yes, the cables.
Yes, multiply under the 10 by this cost, and you need this new cables, because first cable not will be work under this short time, because this Apple.
This is so interesting to talk to you guys, because you guys are in the field. It's very different with the Apple event or the Metaverse. When they show it to you, it seems very beautiful, very nice. They don't show you any problems, any hiccups, but you guys know, obviously, it's not, they're doing marketing, right? There are some challenges.
Yes, I just imagine how you stay on the barbecue in this Vision Pro, and this oil would actually going from barbecue going here, and oh my God, what need to do? And advertisement from Apple. You need to have Apple tape for it. Just take this tape and scratch it out. You have scratches, buy new headset.
Wow, that was so cool. That was
No,
cool.
no, guys. I like Apple company itself. I need this mentioned here.
No, of course, we all love Apple. We all like Meta. iPhone is one of the greatest phone in the world. But we just, as someone who's technical like you, you're just trying to give advice, in how easy is to use. It's not gonna be as easy as people think, because you have something in your head, in your eyes. So
Yes. We just know about this underneath problems because we had developers.
yes.
Our computers, it's meet all cases. I mean, all cases. It's complete all cases. I don't know how they even work after it. So
Would you consider developing games for the metaverse?
yes, of course. But this is too challenging because basically you have additional editors and additional plugins
Yes.
what you actually need to put in the game. And you need to understand that this game, what you actually provide for one of the metaverses, or if you decide create your own one. So this is specifically game designed for the metaverse, and you need this understand. You need to understand audience, what's there, who will spend money there, and you need to understand what you don't have backup. So you will just move there, and you cannot say, "Oh, here is difficult. Let's we will redo this game and we will create classical or regular game." No, it's not will be happen. This will be happen like this. You will have something and you need to just continue and go and continue to provide it.
Wow, yeah, that's cool. Hi guys, please don't forget to subscribe if you didn't do it so far. You can check my YouTube channel, my Udemy courses, my Amazon store. Let's take a look. This is my YouTube. If you're not subscribed so far, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. You can like, comment, and share. And you can see here my courses on Udemy, my Amazon store, and you can watch all the other videos you like. And here, if you go on Udemy, you can see some of the courses I have here. The complete course on top 41 legit ideas to make money today, ultimate Amazon leadership principle masterclass, a brief beginner's guide to gaming, a brief introduction about America, a great course, starting a business in America as a foreigner. That's a great course with a partnership with Augusta Massey, and Solar System 101 course for all level. This is one of the latest course I have, one of the highest rated course on Udemy. Don't forget to check it out. So this is a snapshot of the Solar System course, just the introduction. You can take a look here. And I started with a quote from Neil deGrasse Tyson, also ended this introduction with that quote. You can also check my Amazon store at amazon.com/shop/online-campus-school. These are some of the Amazon product I use and or I can recommend some top pick products. For example, you can see here, this is a list of products I use in producing online campus school videos. Some headphones, microphone, USB, lightning, green screen, laptops, a lot of small equipment that I use. Laptop stand, that's very good for the cooling of your laptop. Anyway, just link in the description. Don't forget to check it out. All right, back to the video. Right now we are inside the AI revolution with ChatGPT. So
yes,
what do you think about that?
So about AI, we already use ChatGPT. We also have, by the way, developers who actually can create own AI. And currently, all juniors cannot find a new work, a new job, so they can return to learn next. And this is actually good for us because with ChatGPT, we already don't need the like junior developers and developers of the starter level. So currently compatible and like people who want to get a job, it's have more higher requirements. And if in the game development you can only like change color of the buttons, so currently this is not work. If
Mhm.
you don't have specific skill set,
Mhm.
you can paint on the street walls, I guess, if this is not automated yet. Because I'm not familiar with this, because like on night it's nothing was, but on the next day it's all wow in the paint.
Mhm.
Juniors cannot do this job very fast, as we see in the past. So, but ChatGPT can this in 10 minutes. So for us, it's actually good, because more bigger like level of entrance,
Mhm.
it's like more professionals, developers inside, and it's of course more like specific achievements like how to say, like respectness and all of this uh, around the world about the developers itself. Of course, we like met developers. We expect that AI change everything and replace everybody. But in our generation, this is not will be happen.
Okay.
This what we believe. Yes, in the developing AI, so we have very deep experience. So one of our engineer, it's actually work in the Amazon, and he work under these Bell projects, what you can
Oh yeah.
find on the Amazon.
Yes.
So this is very nice. I also can say some insight that the most difficult side for this Bell is actually detect people under the masks. This was the most challenging thing. If you want go with AI trend and you think you can achieve it, you need to understand that AI much more expensive than graphical renderer. And if you will train your own network, so you need very big database set, and you need have big performance, and this performance you can or buy and assemble itself in home, or just renting out in the different companies, and you can also rent in AWS, for example, for it, for done these calculations. But this will be expensive. You need to understand this.
Wow. Do you like which one is better, ChatGPT or Google Bard? Which AI tool do you
You know, they like no ChatGPT for regular user, yes, but from technical side, they just created for fixing like different tasks, and we cannot say what's better one, because currently not all functional what actually Amazon did actually provide to user, because for provide to user you need have a lot of testing, because AI and problem of any neural network, it's about create sense in the points where you don't have sense. So in this case, you need test a lot of cases and find this what actually abstraction level was right or not correct, or it's affected. This is a more like more scary tema, because the scare tema is this, that you cannot verify your source and source what actually your AI can provide to you as a result, but AI completely provides to you very real data.
Yes.
But this data can have like some distortions, and these distortions you need find why this distortion happened and fix it. So basically, with power of Amazon, I guess they have a lot of calculated something, but only like few parts, only what we see. But this is not exception for the Bing. Bing, it's really stupid network currently. I'm not believe this is actually add here. Microsoft, this is completely fail. But the way I'm certified Microsoft developer,
Okay.
But this is absolutely fail. Even just gift card, this is already include some racist things inside. So my grandpa, it was very happy under this gift card. So thank you, Microsoft, for my good relative relationships.
Nice. So you think so Bing is using ChatGPT, right?
No, because
really.
even if they will say what they're using,
Right.
this result what they use, it's actually much more easier. Will be just connect to ChatGPT and say this is our AI.
Exactly.
Yes, because result very limited currently, and result absolutely don't have any filters. But
Wow.
absolutely, you can really like asking from Bing, please create for me like acceptance thank you letter, for example. And this letter will be have and sexism and racism and everything in the super small format, because a big format is not allowed. So for me, Bing it's absolutely not workable schema.
Yes.
Even if I ask him like generate names, well, this is very easy, generate names, because generate names, this is very like small task for the AI, because basically this is easy access on the internet site, and it's very stricted. And I can say like, give me like, for example, of German name. No, this is still will be regular names. He cannot even do this. Maybe Microsoft will fix it in the future.
Yes.
But currently, AI, what actually not AI, what actually like behavior system inside the game, would actually select yes, no. So this is much more better works than this Bing.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. I use Google Bard a lot. Google Bard, BARD, and also ChatGPT. Google, they're coming back really strong, you know, because ChatGPT started all this, and Google also, they have a lot of experts in the AI field with Google DeepMind, you know. So we will see. This is it's going to be very interesting with a lot of AI tools coming in. But as a CEO, I understand that so AI is helping you save money. So you don't have to hire junior developers, because you can ask the AI to do those tasks. So that means those jobs probably gonna be replaced probably. So what are some of the jobs that will be impacted by AI? Let's say the job that's gonna maybe disappear in the next 5 years if everything goes like
you know, like let's I will answer like this, that all jobs will disappear what actually have repeatable and very simple steps, and steps what actually manual. So all what you can imagine what we can automate, this is will be automated. Only two factors affect on this. This is economic of the country, because if salaries of people will be cheaper than like machines one,
right.
Yes, like electricity costs and maintenance, so people will work. And also some simple and repeatable steps, it also exists inside the IT as well. And these steps will be automated, the first one. So as soon as possible, you will see how workers on the plants will be laughing from the developers, and maybe they already this do, because developer every day see how they can automate this worker on the plant work, but in real, first of all, he will automate self processes, and he will fire itself.
He will automate or fire himself.
Yes, so developer will fire itself, and basically the most strongest people who only can work with making this automation will stay here. But again, this is not will be a clear developer. Soon as possible, we will meet transformation when developer will be transformed to specific production line. For example, they will understand more about chemical processes, what actually happens, or physical processes for the factories. What we can talk about manual work. Yes, maybe for the West countries, it will be work very well. But for the like Middle East
Yes.
and East itself, it's not will be work because economic of country it's not very strong, and
Yes.
people's salary much more cheaper
Yes.
than machine time. So this is it. And basically on the West, we will have a lot of jobs for the maintenance of these machines. A lot of jobs who actually will prove, because if you think that like production or assembly line working every time very well because it's controlled by computer, no, it's always need somebody to check how it works.
Yes.
And if we have some changes, we need change in here. We will have more quality and bigger content. But again, do we can automate content on specific digital version? Yes, but you will have like new needs that content needs to be just real life or getting from real life. So basically, no, it's not will be gone. So we cannot say who will be gone from the completely, yes, for on the planet from the jobs if AI will be replaced, but we can say exactly that jobs with very high risk for the health, this is need actually for all world. Even if people salaries is cheaper, but people's life it's much more bigger than how to say steel wheels belts. So and in this case, of course, these jobs will be gone, but other jobs no, I think like this.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And also, as for us, we live in the United States, where is a very high developed country, like you said. And many countries around the world have different realities, right? They're still trying to develop. They're still trying to build roads, build their economy. So they're not in the automation phase yet. So it's gonna be probably country by country and case by case, because every country is different. So another topic, let's get into the blockchain and NFTs. For someone who don't know about that, what it is and how is that market growing right now?
No, I guess that we can start and talk that blockchain. This is we will tell like this, something from cryptography would actually give to you opportunity, make your life easier, even if this is not a gift to you, or give to you opportunity to avoid some stuff what you have in your own countries. So depend from country where you live it and where you operate. You can solve different problems like payments processing, like security problems, and controlling of secondary markets as well. Access it to for the security, but you need to understand all blockchain. This is network, so all these blocks, what actually needs to find. This is separate around the world, and the more users you have, the more secured this block, and otherwise it's more loaded and more expensive transaction. Every transaction, every operation in the blockchain is cost money for you. This is you need to understand. And blockchain games This is a new niche when you can build your game from the unstandard ways, like non-classical game production, when you first assemble your community, and after it you done your games. So basically you create MVP, and process by process with like very strict communication with community, or very short, I'm sorry, you will like get your audience needs and you provide inside the game. With this you can also fix problem with payments processing and how you will share this, how you will register this. So it's have a lot of advantages, and it's also have a lot of disadvantages if we will compare to the classical way of the development. But if you want to try like a gray way for the marketing, and you want to assemble the capital blockchain for the game, this is for you.
How about NFTs?
NFTs, it's same blockchain thema, this is same token, but you cannot like divide this token. You can just like give to you. I can give, I can get from you. You can just sell it from the cryptocurrency what you will set up, and that's it. Or you will use some external currency and you will just put your NFT on OpenSea, for example, marketplace. This is good for using inside the game as an asset, because this asset can be used in the different game if this company have ecosystem of games, or it can get additional value and you can resell this.
Yeah.
So you can have make a small business, like buy some very basic NFT. You can play around, and when you will have a lot of achievements with this NFT and accesses, so you can sell it, and in this case somebody can buy character or some object what help to character with already done progress, and people will be overpaying.
Yeah, I can see NFT works with gaming because a lot of people, you can build characters in there and can use the blockchain and NFTs. How about crypto? We had, what do you think about the crypto market now with everything what's happening?
You know, like what for the game development area, it's completely no matter what with market.
Yes.
Why? Because when you create a product,
Mhm.
Cryptocurrency here under blockchain, this is just a way how you operate your monetization.
Yes,
This
that's
is
true.
this is just a way. So basically, it's no matter what price of coin you have currently. It's no matter price of the majority coins currently, and etc. Because you create a product. People who try to achieve something from pricing, and if for them matter the price of coins currently, this is mean maybe project is actually scam, because this is project not built around the actually product. It's built around the numbers. You need cryptocurrency inside your game if you want to make progress for your users, and this is additional attention. If you want exchange money between users and have a real money experience, because this problem is this: with real and classical money you cannot, for example, make almost betting game with your friends, so you cannot just put real money and win money from your like friends and receive this money. You cannot, because by the law this is gambling type of game. It's a very hard game. We also specialize in gambling. We also can help with licensing and all of this. But problem is this: what you actually with classical money cannot create game when you can get any money back. So in this case, cryptocurrency it will be very helpful. It's not avoid the law actually, because your game still needs have some requirements. What actually game not control your chance of the winning. So you need to have type of game just skill set type of games for the get money back. But cryptocurrency give you technically this do. And in this case, you need this. You need this if you create community first. And for example, you started a community and you have community already exist for the game. And they already want to something have inside the game. And this is the much more easier than, for example, go on the Kickstarter and just thinking about what you will provide back to the users without just functionality and without just stocks and without just something, without money. It's very difficult. So basically, cryptocurrency answered on these questions.
You break it down so well, why cryptocurrency is useful in some cases for games. You're right, it's if you have to give people some, they're gonna make some money with the games, is easier, I mean, to have the blockchain. And yeah, if you guys are very successful, you have built a successful company. And if you're not working on your company, what you like to do on a personal note to relax, to have fun? What's your hobbies?
No, my personal hobby, I working under another company, so we never have a relax. We only see relax in the registration new company and have a new type of problems. This is real kite for us, you know, like if we in months not register something new, we feel some very sad and very bad, like some depression we are coming out if we don't have new company. Yes, Max?
Well, you guys are all in non-stop. That's great. That's great. I remember Bill Gates saying, like, when he used to be young, he did not believe in vacation or days off. So he always worked 24/7. So that's great. So for someone out there who's struggling, someone having hard time, you know, as you know, people are having a lot of issues around the world in the United States.
Yes.
You guys are very successful. So what message can you give them to give them hope, so to build a successful life?
Do all work what you actually love. If you love this work and you can work every day under this, if this theme is interesting for you, just go there. Even if this is hard, if this is not possible, if this is something, don't know what's not possible. Just go forward. And because this is your love theme, so you will in success anyway.
That's great. Never give up. You know, keep working, do what you love, and you know, keep trying. Don't have hobbies.
Yes, make all your hobbies monetizable. Yes, exactly.
That's great.
And don't listen to your parents. This is
Yes.
very important because some families, you know, like and parentings have own vision on your life, but your life is your life.
Yes.
And just do what you like. And one of the tip, do of what you like. This is not mean drinking beer and eat chips. You need a real thing for it. So thinking about it.
That's correct. Thank you for saying that. I like you guys on your logo, on your banner, on your LinkedIn profile, you said break your idea into a game. break your idea into a game. That's so powerful. And that's what you're doing with your business and what your products. We had a great conversation with you, Nikolai, Maksym. Thanks so much for being here. Hopefully you can do this next time again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.